There's a redirect as that one bounced in front. We'll see if they award assists on that. I think they probably will. Tidman and Kane are going to get helpers on that one, as it's thrown around into the corner here in the Wildcat end. Batherson can't get there in time. It's pounded in by Zinkin from the point. Goes off the glass and then kept in again, down low in behind the net. Nick Gibson collides with the referee and Josh Pugsley. Yetman and Butterworth also in there trying to move the puck out. Butterworth went down. Yetman came away with it, tries to wrap around. Man Dixon tight to the post and keeps it out. Left in behind the net. Pugsley is there. He'll cycle it in behind. Only goal just 18 seconds into the hockey game from McNutt. Valley wins the draw. Moore from the line lets it go, and it's into the glove. Williams this time has a clear shot as Moore lets it go, and the players part like the Red Sea in front of the Summerside goaltender. Sees it coming all the way and makes an easy catch. The goal scorer McNutt on to take the draw and won it. Once again, neatly back to Dane Moore. Moore fires it again, and once again into the glove. No rebound. Wildcats just firing the shots here on the Summerside net, pounding everything toward Williams. And if he can see him, he can stop him. It took a scramble to get that first one past him. All the way down the ice, Man Dixon will stop it with the paddle, and he's forced to cover it up as Summerside was following it up. They'll count that as Summerside's first. He's been lively here at the Appledome, but man, that one was weird even for this building. Back down the ice one more time. Moore doesn't get much on his clearance. Batherson can't get it past either. Richard was holding him up, but Patterson got it out ahead for Deacon. Deacon's got a man going toward the front of the net, but he's got the caps on him, and he couldn't center the puck. Goes around behind the net. Kolatarsi will get it out for the Western Capitals. Dane Moore over center, firing it back in deep for the Valley Wildcats. Kolatarsi there one more time for Summerside. Now he'll flip it out, flops down in front of the Wildcat bench, into Valley ice. The captain Gibson on it in the corner, had it knocked away from him by Richard. Moore will go in behind the net, quickly out for Josh Worthen, up ahead for Deacon, couldn't knock it down, but Anir couldn't handle it either, and Janes is able to poke it into offensive ice. Deacon will chase it all the way into the corner. Anir still all over him. Janes has still got the puck, now to Deacon in behind. Plays it back out, top of the circle. Nocella let it go. It was blocked. Nocella will take another shot. Williams makes a save. Now Nocella pinching in, trying to keep it alive. It hits the body, but Summerside's able to find it, and they will bring it out. Pass ahead, looking for Morrison. He had a couple of Wildcats in front of him, and really no clear shot. Not his trailing. Kane in deep, all the way behind the net. Kane still on the puck, tries to center back at the point, couldn't connect cleanly with Moore, and they had to hustle back, or Stavert could have been off to the races. McCabe, his shot isn't cleared. It's knocked down by Kane at the blue line and kept in. Anichikario leaves it for Bridges. Bridges back for Anichikario in the corner. Wildcats making a line change here as Anichikario makes a long pass up into the middle. Ends up bouncing off a few players. Wildcats will bring it back in. Over to McCabe. McCabe spinning back in his own end to create some space for himself. And Summerside's able to get the puck out. And now it's chipped up high and out of play. And that'll give us Bridges and Snow with Anichikario and McCabe. Off the draw, goes behind the net. Dane Moore playing it back there. Josh Worthen tried to go back behind the net to Gibson, lost control. Bridges out to Stavert. Janes closes on him. You don't want to give Bridges or Stavert very much space. In just a couple of games, the two of them have combined for 23 points. Into the middle. Pass was a little bit behind Josh Worthen. Can't get a shot away, but Summerside couldn't clear the zone. Goes off a skate before Bridges picks it up. Plays it behind the net. McCabe is there. McCabe with a little time and space out to Stavert. Up ahead for Bridges. Gibson stands him up. And the puck rolls harmlessly into the Wildcat end. Sent around the back of the net by Moore, but Snow was there. Goes back behind the goal. Hopped over the stick of Stavert. Josh Worthen on the puck, trying to keep it away from the Summerside sniper. Back behind the net for Dane Moore. He'll drop it off for Gibson. And three Western Capitals in there, causing some problems. Stavert forces Gibson to move. Long pass up for Jake. Dump it in. It's stopped just inside the blue line. Catching them on a change again. Here's Stavert. Lets it go. And this one into the glove of Blademan Dixon. And he holds on for the Valley Wildcats. These Summerside snipers seem to be watching for that right now. Every time Valley starts to head toward the bench, suddenly it's Stavert or Bridges flying back the other direction. And Dixon well out at the top of his crease, challenging the shooter, cutting down that angle. And he makes a save on Stavert, which is never easy. Bit of a sprawl off the faceoff. Wildcats will come away with it. 3-on-2 the other way. Patterson drops it off for Butterworth. Lost control. And knocked away by the stick of Kolatarsi. Good defensive play. Butterworth turning back the other way. Kolatarsi still on him. In front looking for Patterson. Couldn't parry that one. He had a swing at the puck, but I'm not sure he really made contact. Summerside will get it out over the line. Butterworth tried to drop it back for Patterson, but Stavert took it away instead. Stavert all the way into the corner, drops it back to the line. They just keep it onside. Long shot goes off the end of the glove of Dixon. In behind the net where Gibson will grab it and pound this one out. Long pass works for Batherson. Tries. Goal at 17-13, less than a minute apart. Power play markers making it 3-0 here for the Worldwide Auto Sales Valley Wildcats. Stavert let it go wide of the net for Summerside. Batherson and Deacon with the assists on the goal to Patterson, but it's Summerside on the attack now. Snow put toward the net. Stavert got his stick on it, trying to redirect it. Instead, it was a clean stop by Stavert. The puck just stopped. There's another tip by Stavert. That one kept going and just wide of the post on the outside. Wildcats will get it this time. Kane, long pass missed Tidman, but he'll chase it down. Tidman toward the net, looking 5-hole, and Williams drops down and covers it up early, and Bruce tucks it in, and that is the end of the night for Matt Williams. Alex Kelly going in relief with 1:33 still to go in the first period. First goal of the year for Nick Bruce, and third point as the Wildcats make it 4-0. Morley and Brandon Worthen getting the assists on that one. Here's Summerside, a good chance to get one on the board as Morrison lets it go. It's wide of the goal. Following up is Richard. And Dixon able to jump out at the top of the crease and smother it up as McIntyre was flying in. And now we see the tempers flare as Summerside finally gets a really good chance on goal. Dixon takes it away. And the Wildcats standing up to defend their goaltender and push everybody away from it. Not for very long. Matt Williams is back in net, and he just made a beautiful glove save. And that will do it for period number one. 55 seconds of power play time will carry over to the side territory, up well high here in the rafters. Did not touch the lights, though, so play continues. Julian McCary of the Western Capitals knocked down partially from the blind side there, and a long pass is offside at the blue line. Western Capitals trying to stretch things a little bit. They had some success with that in the first period. Now, no goals, but they definitely caused a few tense moments for the Valley Wildcats. As Stavert and Bridges both had an opportunity where they caught the Wildcats making a line change and were able to get in on goal, forcing Dixon to make some good stops. So they're good with that stretch pass, good awareness, very heads up. Here come the Wildcats. Evans Renault back to Bruce, but it's broken up by Zinkin. Zinkin will poke it back to the point. Gibson keeps it in through traffic. Bruce was there in front. Got a tip on it, but couldn't get it past the goaltender. Here's Yetman turning on the speed to get around Gibson. Yetman takes a shot. Kick save made by Dixon. Dane Moore rubs out his man in behind the line. Long one goes down the ice. Tipped, no icing call. Cormier goes back behind the net as well as Morley. Comes out in front. Evans Renault. And the draw again. Patterson coming out to do it against him. Summerside wins it. Back to Zinkin at the line. Zinkin sent it across. Yetman had a deflection on that one, parked at the side of the net, but put it up over top of the cage. Summerside still controls, working along the wall here on the left side. Josh Worthen in there trying to break it up. They go behind the net where Yetman was waiting. Now a near in the corner. It's dug out by McCary. He's pinched against the backboards by Dane Moore. McCary will come through again for Summerside. Knocked off the puck one more time. The Capitals still control it. Back to the top of the circle. Zinkin with a shot. It comes back to him. Takes a shot and scores! Face off to the left side of Dixon this time around. Larder and Bruce to do the draw. They'll chase it back into the corner. Dane Moore protects it. Moves it around to Morley. Morley's pass can't get back to the point. Summerside kept it in. Send it across. And Chicario let it go. Blocker saved by Dixon. Comes down on the glass in the corner. Western Capitals still on the puck. Trying to center it across. That was broken up. Nice job by Nick Bruce. He and McCabe will meet at center ice. McCabe sends it back just over the Valley blue line. Dane Moore is there. Moore ahead. Tipped in by Morley. All the way in behind the long shot goes wide of the goal. Cormier will take this one off the boards for Summerside. Uses the boards to make the pass to McIntyre. Sent it toward the front of the goal. Nobody home. Dane Moore nearly overskated the puck, but stops, picks it up, clears his own. Cormier back in his own end. Plays it in front of the net for Zinkin. Fired down the ice, and nobody touched this one. That's another icing call against Summerside with 11:08 to go in period number 2. Still 4-1. Valley Wildcats in front of Summerside here on a Friday night in Berwick. And I know our camera's looking at the side of the ice where you really can't see much of the crowd, but JPA, if you're watching, let me assure you the rink is filled tonight. This place is jammed. Took me a good 10 minutes at the canteen during the intermission, and it's wonderful to see the massive crowd out here supporting their Wildcats. Josh Worthen across for Dane Moore just inside the Valley Wildcat blue line. Back ahead for Worthen, who's tied up with McIntyre, who went down in front of the penalty box. James found the puck and just played it in deep. As it comes off the backboards, Cormier turned, fired, but didn't get much on it. Evans Renault comes in a nasty collision. Evans Renault and Zinkin both going down. Cormier down low, centered in front by Batherson. Patterson waits, put it back toward the net, just missed the short side. Batherson in behind, takes a bump from Gallant. And Gallant takes the puck away for Summerside. Gallant skating through, got almost to center, played it down, gets it back himself. Now trying to center the puck. They get a good shot away. Julian McCary in front, but that is stopped. One more consecutive shot here from Summerside, and we'll be tied up 18-18. Here come the Wildcats. To Butterworth in the middle, but it was knocked away from him. Right back the other way comes Summerside. Larder's in all by himself. Now he's got some support. Larder holds, fires, and the floater goes high in the net on the outside. In the corner, Gallant. McIntyre as well. Patterson was able to take the puck away from him, dropped it back for Gibson. He'll fire it just out over the line. Nice stop by Morrison, but just outside the blue paint. Morrison puts it back in. Patterson's got it for Valley. Up ahead for Batherson, across for Butterworth. Butterworth's got one man to beat, and Chicario hauls them down, and they both go into the backboards. Williams smothers the puck. And Snow. So the top line, joined by Zinkin and Pugsley as the extra forward. Minute 19, 5-on-3. They control it off the draw. Stabbert back for Zinkin. Has to quickly move it over as Butterworth applying a lot of pressure. Then hustles back into position. Summerside's got it here on the outside. Lots of time to work. Bridges. Down low for Snow. Back for Bridges again. Across for Zinkin. Zinkin's got Moore in front of him. No shot. He'll play it over to Stabbert, who nearly lost it against Moore. Back for Zinkin. Across for Bridges. Zinkin lets it go this time. Blocker save made by Dixon. 45 seconds left in the 5-on-3 as it rolls out to Dane Moore. He'll wait as long as he can before firing this one the length of the ice. Williams stops it. 35 seconds remaining in the two-man advantage for Summerside. As Blaze Bridges carries it back down the ice, over the red line, fires it in. Stabbert is there in the corner. Played it away from Nocella around the back of the net. Summerside back to the point for Bridges. 20 seconds left in the first penalty. Bridges' shot goes off of Josh Worthen's stick up high and out of play. 17 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. 58 seconds remaining in the second penalty against Patterson. Finish up their two road games this weekend. Tomorrow night in Truro against the Bearcats. Valley will play Sunday afternoon in Dieppe against the Commandos, finishing off their two games this weekend. John Deacon trying to get out of his own zone for the Valley Wildcats. Forced into the corner. Gibson in there to help him out. pinned in there well by Summerside. Back to the point. West Caps have it. Long one toward the goal by Cormier. Dixon finds it through traffic and made the save. Pass cross ice off the wall. Moore will take it off the sideboards and then slam it down the ice. McCary bumped off the puck by Deacon, but Zinkin was there. Moved it to Gallant. They just get it in over the Valley blue line and then off the glass, right back out. 90 seconds to go in period number 2. As Nocella will pick up the puck in the corner. Takes a big hit from Larder. They send it in front. Gallant. And Gallant, unfortunately for him, did not get very much on that shot. A beautiful setup. As they catch Gallant coming in, it was the immediate side for one last attack if they can win the draw cleanly. And that's not what happened. Patterson tied up his man right off the dot. A big hit as Zinkin throws a shoulder into Butterworth. Wildcats got it down the ice. And they'll just kill the time here in period number 2. And Morrison with the face-off in the offensive zone, but it's won by the Valley Wildcats. Wrapped around to the point, but not out. Summerside keeping it alive. Butterworth lost his stick. Good chance for Summerside as they take a shot. That one rides the shaft of the stick of Dane Moore up high and out of play. So another face-off just 50 seconds into the period. Probably a good thing to start the period off this way if you're Valley. Nice and slow. Just going to grind the Capitals down and not let them get the momentum like they had in period 2. Wildcats win the draw again around the back of the net for Batherson. Trying to find Patterson up front. That was taken away by Zinkin. Zinkin gets it back over the line, and then Gibson knocking the puck back out. Butterworth chasing after the puck. But it ends up on Summerside's stick. Stavert across for Morrison. Into the middle. Bridges. And a kick save made by Dixon. Thomas Stavert trying to move the puck. Comes back to the point. It'll be stopped there. Cormier with a long shot through. Tipped wide by Morrison. Butterworth will get it out of the corner. Ahead for Patterson. He's got Batherson with him. Patterson fires it down the... Jean-Marc Evans-Renault scores his first of the year. Now Summerside once again finds themselves down by 4. Only this time, it's 3 minutes into the third period. Zinkin up ahead for Stavert, pushed hard out of the way by Dane Moore. Dixon trapped behind the net. Gibson gives him time to get back in there. Tidman collides with Cormier. Cormier knocked down. Tidman couldn't get the puck out. Stavert backed up his man, took it. Stavert releases, blocked by Moore. Stavert with another chance. That was blocked as well. Cormier trying to center in front. Nobody there. Western Capitals do get it. Morrison back to the line for Zinkin. Knocks down the hard pass. Lets it go. It'll ride a stick up high, and it's batted away by Gibson. This one will roll back outside the line. Picked up by Tidman. Kane going toward the net. Again, really getting in the lineup for the first time this season, and he's looked pretty good. In place of Vidal Cote tonight, as Dane Moore is a wrecking ball here in this third period, throwing people around. Patterson clearing the puck out of the zone. And Josh Worthen full steam chasing that puck all the way down the ice, and he's going to get it. Patterson wants to go back to the point, try and set something up here shorthanded. Summerside will take it away and play it back to Zinkin, starting out from behind the net. Zinkin over to Anir, fires it down the ice. Dixon will stop it, and Dixon clears it himself. Splits the D all the way down to Williams at the other end. Darcy's first of the year from Stavert, making it 5-2. Now Bruce giving it to Morley. Morley sent it across. Had some daylight, could have pulled the trigger. Instead he went for Evans-Renault. Big shot from Gibson from the point goes wide, and the puck back into Valley ice. Dane Moore playing it behind his net around for Gibson. Gibson's tipped out by Evans-Renault. Grabbed by Anichikario. Bridges over to Stavert. Stavert tripped over the linesman. Has to get himself back up. Gibson ended up getting to the puck first. Stavert and Bridges both get assists on the goal to Kolatarsi. making it 5-2 here in the third period. Still 12 minutes, 45 seconds to go in this third period, a 3-goal hockey game. It's a tall order, but not impossible here for Summerside, not with the firepower they've got. Big point shot, save made by Dixon. Rebound goes all the way over to the sideboards. Evans-Renault and Stavert both went down. Stavert's at the end of a shift, gassed here. He's got to go off on a change as Nocella shoves his man down. McCary then takes another bump from Bruce. He's still got the puck, though, as Bruce takes him down again, and McCary takes Bruce down as well. Stopped at the line by Zinkin. Shot through traffic. Stop made by Blademan Dixon. Still not out from Evans-Renault. Was knocked down at the line by Gallant. Nocella behind the net. Fires this one hard around, and no icing. Zinkin touched it there at center right to oppose him. Face-off won by Larder of the Western Capitals. Lanier plays it down for Gallant. Gallant trying to spin away from Dane Moore. Gallant goes down to a knee, threw the puck in behind the net, and Morley pushed into the boards by Larder, but protected the puck. Dane Moore will wrap it around the boards, and the Wildcats will get it out. Nick Bruce just as far as center. Summerside gets back on side. Kolatarsi tried to bring it in, but Bruce stripped him of the puck. Bruce and Kolatarsi still fighting there in neutral ice. Now it's sent down. Kelly out of his net to play it, and he'll throw it into the corner. McCary there for Summerside. Long pass missed Gallant, and that should be an icing call, and it is against the Summerside Western Capitals. 8:21 to go in this third period. Off the face-off. Dane Moore around the back of the net for Lucas Kane. He'll fire this one down the ice. Measured it. It's on goal to prevent the icing. Wait a minute, why did they call icing? It went right to the goaltender. Kelly stopped it and everything. Why is that icing? Do I not know the rules to hockey? That shouldn't have been icing. Anyway, 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the third period. 6-2 Valley in front, and we're just going with the flow. McNutt wins the faceoff. Back to Gibson, being chased by Morrison. Went behind the net. Anna Ciccario keeping it alive at the point. Anna Ciccario took a bump from Tidman. Kane stepped in front of him, but a nice job to backhand it into the corner, keeping this puck alive for Summerside. Stavert misses the hit from Gibson. Now the two of them and McNutt tied up behind the net. Morrison goes back to the point. Anna Ciccario, nice move around Tidman. Morrison will pick up the puck here on the right wing, trying to center it. Instead, back to the point one more time. Anna Ciccario had to leave it go for Stavert, and it's back outside the blue line. Summerside will tag up. Lead pass was just too far for Morrison. Gibson will pick it up, play it off the glass, and out. Dumped back in by the Western Capitals. Inside 7 minutes to go here in the third period as Morrison pushed into the back wall by McNutt. He'll throw it back toward the point. Cormier leans hard on that one. It hit a skate in front, it was blocked. Up for Tidman. Tidman's got one man in front of him in Zinkin. Jack Patterson. And suddenly it's 5-on-3 again for Summerside. Peddle on the puck for the Western Capitals. And again, the time on the penalty clocks is still not working here at the Apple Dome. So we're playing, but it still says 2 minutes. Big McCabe parked in front there trying to provide the screen on Dixon. And Dixon giving him plenty of shoves in the butt with the blocker. Anna Ciccario at the point. Over to Peddle. Peddle tries to throw it toward the net. Moore got in front of it and broke it up and knocks down McCabe. Comes back to Yetman. Yetman with a shot. And it'll bounce wide of the goal. Peddle's got it. James and Worthen drawing the assists on the goal as the Wildcats clear the puck. Josh Pugsley's got it here for Summerside. Round the back of the net. Back to Yetman, back to Pugsley along the right side boards. Pugsley fakes a shot, back to Yetman in the middle. Back again for Pugsley. It was roughing against James. and unsportsmanlike was against Patterson. Summerside still in control here. Yetman and Anichikario at the point. Anichikario lets it go. Again, McCabe in front trying to provide the screen. They can't get it in, and a nice job by Butterworth as he sprawls out and plays that one from his front all the way. Kane gains the line on the right side, had to chase the puck and is bumped off by McCabe. And McCabe will fire back to the line, kept in by the skate of Gibson as we go back to 5-on-5. Bridges over to the bench, and Snow, the man back out onto the ice as we go back to even strength. Up ahead, Larder. Larder took the shot. It was blocked by Dane Moore and goes wide. Another one sent toward the goal, and Mann-Dixon will cover that up. With 70 seconds left to go in the hockey game, 7-3, Valley in front on their way to 2 points in the standings. And Summerside will have to regroup and try it again tomorrow on the road in Truro against the Bearcats. Again, Valley also playing 2 this weekend. They've got a Sunday afternoon game coming up in Dieppe against the Commandos. Here's John Deacon fighting his way through. Long pass up. Couldn't find Grant James, who was waiting at the other blue line. Politarsi, long pass is tipped and blocked by John Deacon. Dane over to Gibson and passed out of the zone. Deacon tries to move the puck around Larder, picked up by